Today we're going to be looking at the Smith & Wesson M&P Performance Center 10mm. Alright, so you get two magazines with this, both of them 15 round capacity. You get night sights with this guy, and it's polymer. It's got the polymer grip. There is a metal version of the performance setter. It is optic ready, as you can see. I got the hollow sun on there. Interesting thing on the inside, the rifling stops at about 5-ish inches. So that last ported part is basically a compensator. It is part of the barrel, but it acts more like a comp. Again, this is in 10mm, and your barrel length is going to be 5.6 inches. And it does come with that thumb safety, those big paddles that come on the Smith & Wesson full size. But I did get the safety delete plugs for this, and so mine doesn't have it. This is the Performance Center, so you're looking at that better trigger and all the such. The ported barrel there, and the ported slide to reduce that jump and flip. As far as this being optics ready, yeah, it is. It's optics ready, but you have to fuss with the plates and the plate system. And the more parts there are, the more at risk you are of a catastrophic failure. And that's actually what happened to me with this whole system here through Smith & Wesson and through Hollow Sun. Turns out it wasn't the plate system through Smith & Wesson, although some have had issues with their plates and combining an optic to the top of their pistol. Mine was admittedly by Hollow Sun faulty screws, and so if you're gonna mount, specifically Hollow Sun, get different screws, get better quality screws than what they provide. In addition, I would just dump the plate system through Smith & Wesson and just get the C&H precision plate for your specific optic. That will cut down on both plates interacting with your system, and you'll just have the one. Few other things about the specs. It does have these kind of front fins here, or gills. That's what I call them. They are serrations. You can do a fine press check with that, although it does have the indicator here, the hole, so you can see if there's one in the chamber. This is just fine for that. I would prefer that it have deeper serrations here, because that's how I charge my weapon. It does have those deeper gills in the back. Doing that back charge, they got you here. The front serrations don't matter a whole lot, because you do have this little dip in between the comp area, the comp system, and that ported barrel there, and you can just pull back right here. So not a big deal. That groove aids in that and helps that. As you can see, you can put on a TLR, so Streamlight, Surefire. It will accept, I would say, most lights. It's Smith & Wesson, so you're gonna get a lot of accessibility to holsters, to optics, to lights, magazines. Get what you need for this. It does look great. It fires flat for a 10mm. I noticed that I hit my target a lot better with a 10mm. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's just because it's going faster than other projectiles like a 9mm or even big fat 45, but for some reason with me specifically, I can hit where I'm aiming a little bit better than with other calibers. So the accuracy is there. The handling is very good. The look of this pistol is going to be less blocky compared to a Glock, and it does have that Smith & Wesson look and feel to it. The grip is going to be aggressive. I wouldn't say very aggressive, but you can feel it. It is very sharp in a lot of ways, like gripping sandpaper. But it does have that improved grip texture, and I would say improved grip outline. This is much better with the 2.0. It's got these grooves here, or cutouts, so you can really grab onto that mag and get it released. You won't need to because it drops free pretty easily. And then it's got this handy tool here. You just twist a little bit, you pull it out, and now you can take down your pistol and those pins. So that's a good feature. Okay, so what would you use this for? Well, I'll tell you what I would use this for. You could use this for duty. This could be a great duty pistol, nice aggressive grip, a fantastic round, and just very accurate, great full-size pistol for duty. Here's what I would use this for. So this 10mm round, especially if you get a nice cartridge for this, it would be a fantastic trail gun. So if you're in the wilderness like I am almost all the time, this is a great sidearm for protection from wild animals, big game. All right, so here's the scenario. You're outdoors with your buddy, and it's the second night of just in the wilderness, having a great time. You got your fire going. If you're anything like me, you forage wild plants, and so buddy's gonna stay with the fire. And now you're out foraging by yourself. You hear a twig break and look behind you, and what do you know? It's an enormous black bear. Let's go with black bear because that's what we got around here. And so it's charging you, and if you're anything like me, you're not gonna wait until it's 5 feet away from you. You're gonna take action, and oh, what do you know? There's 3 of them. So you charge your weapon and you go to town because you're not afraid. You've got 10 mil and you've got 30 rounds of it. So those only needed 15, hit them right in the face each time. No biggie, no problem. If 3 more show up on your tail because you just took out their buddies, then you've got another magazine. This is, again, very accurate point and shoot. And if you're in that situation where you need to draw your weapon and fire on somebody, this is gonna do the job. So let's go here just for accuracy. We'll fire into the left shoulder of each person, and because that's the open space that I have now because I've just shot holes in these. So we'll go with the left shoulder, 2 rounds each, and let's see how accurate we can be. So we've got about 9 rounds left. 9 rounds left, so let's do some headshots on this other guy. I'm about 15 feet away, so here's a good distance. Again, if somebody's charging you, they've got a weapon, they're looking to destroy you or somebody close to you. Okay, so got him in the jugular a bunch. For me, I'm okay with that. Probably aren't going to move after that anyway. So if I had a favorite thing about this, I would say it's grip, its feel, its accuracy with its iron sights, and just its ability to accept really high quality equipment. With the performance setter, it's ready to go. It's already got a comp on it. It's 10 mil, so in my opinion, that's a good thing. It's performance setter, it's got that trigger, so it's ready to go. The thing that I would say could use some improvement, and it's just most likely not going to happen because anything that comes from factory with a plate system is not going to be, it's just not going to be up to what you would need unless you get it milled out specifically for your optic. But I would say like a better plate system. Those plastic plates are just terrible. I'm glad it comes with something but at the same time, it seems like it's mainly just to fill the gap so they can say, yeah, we provided plates. With that said, I don't think it's the safest thing to do, and I kind of wish companies didn't do that. So for me at this point, that's my only complaint. You get that aftermarket plate system and then you're good to go. Just as a side note, I have been using this ammo brand ammunition, and I've used Blazer as well, and I've not had a malfunction. I've put maybe 10 boxes of each through, and this specific one is 180 grain. It says the muzzle velocity is 1,190 feet per second. Muzzle energy is 566 foot-pounds. At 50 yards, the velocity is 1,100 feet per second. And at 50 yards, the energy is 484 foot-pounds. Yeah, so these guys hold 15 rounds standard.